Here's to the future. But what is the future? And I'm not just talking about the future of Red Wolf, the YouTube channel. I'm talking about my future. What am I going to do? Story time. I was about 4 years old, and as any 4-year-old does, I watched TV. I explored television. My parents had it limited on what I could watch at that time, but I explored channels, and I came across a show that really tickled me a little bit. It was called Storm Chasers, with a guy named Reed Timmer. Why not? Why not tune into this for a while? It seems a little bit of interesting. Since that day, I fell in love with tornadoes and storm chasing. And since then, I've read Reed Timmer's book. And recently, he was actually in my hometown, and I saw Reed Timmer himself. From a distance, of course. I didn't want to go up to him and bother him, because he's really doing great work, what he does. But since I was 4 or 5 years old, I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to chase tornadoes. I'm going to go into meteorology. That's what I'm going to do. And looking at all these famous people that are meteorologists, they all went to Oklahoma University. And I've talked to my parents about this for years, and they have said that they can't afford to send me to Oklahoma University, and there's probably not a chance I would get a scholarship, because my grades aren't the best, honestly. And, I struggle in school already, so that's tough. But, so, that was at the point where I had given up on my dream for storm chasing. However, recently, I've gotten back into the kind of wanting to do that, but still felt like there was no hope that I would ever be able to be a professional storm chaser. Until now, where there is hope. Recently, Arkansas has had some pretty bad weather. And even when I did give up, I would go outside and I would watch the weather. I would check my radar every now and then. I would do that kind of stuff. But recently, I heard of this thing called Skywarn, which is a program by the National Weather Service, where it's a 2-year thing, since I'm 17. And I'll get to that in a minute. It's a way where I can't be a meteorologist. I'll never be an actual meteorologist, but I have hope of being a storm chaser. I can still become a storm chaser, a certified, legitimate certified storm chaser for the National Weather Service even, or just a storm chaser, a certified storm chaser, through this program called Skywarn. And since I'm 17, it's probably going to be a 2-year program. This summer, I'm going to take, hopefully, my first Skywarn class. And since I'm 17, I can't be a certified storm chaser yet. I have to wait until I'm 18. But it works out because I can still take the class. I can still take one of the classes. And at 17, I can still be a storm spotter for the National Weather Service, but not like a legitimate storm chaser. But when I turn 18, I can take the second class that summer, and I can become a certified storm chaser. And I have decided that's exactly what I'm going to work for. Some people might be disappointed to hear that I'm going to be slowing down a little bit on YouTube, and I'm going to be focusing on that kind of stuff right now. I'm not quitting YouTube. Not in the least bit. I'm still going to be trying to put out content often. But I am going to concentrate a little bit on other things too, because I have a life. I shouldn't just put all my life towards YouTube. I should also really work towards becoming a storm chaser. Learning to play the guitar, learning to play the organ, since I have that now. Learning to play the drums even more than I already know how. Becoming a professional storm chaser is my main goal. So, because I've wanted to become a storm chaser before I ever wanted to play organ or play guitar or play drums. Storm chasing has always been my thing. I had a club in my old school that I made with a group of friends where we were like weather people, I guess. A couple of, we called ourselves storm chasers, but we knew we really weren't. It was just like grade school, middle schooler crap, you know, all that stuff that grade schoolers and middle schoolers do when they're young. But I'm going to do it. I've decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to become a professional storm chaser. I'm going to do the Skywarn thing and actually become like a certified storm chaser. And it says they're saying that the National Weather Service says just get the certification thing. You're not a meteorologist, but you are a storm chaser, a storm spotter, whatever. And you can go get some experience with some professional storm chasers and get better and learn more, and then you're like a professional storm chaser. So, probably won't be making money off of it. It'd probably be like not a job, which is kind of disappointing, but I'm relying on YouTube, hopefully, because I will be making storm chasing content once that happens. So, I'm hoping all of this works out. It has me worried that it's just going to crumble before me like a lot of other things do. But I'm really hoping this works out for me, so, yeah. I'm really hoping this works out. And, I think that's about it. My goal is to one day work with Reed Timmer, for one. I think hopefully one day I can work with Reed Timmer. And two is to make it to where they can warn people earlier of a tornado, of a potential tornado in the area, and find like a faster way for people to know and collect more data of a tornado. Which the warnings are pretty fast now. We have time, but still, we need faster. We need faster ways to do it. But thank you all for the support on the channel. I'll still be putting out regular content as much as I can. If you haven't noticed, I really have slowed down a little bit on YouTube, just because it's stressing me out. A lot of other stuff, not YouTube related. But thank you all for the support. All the support I've had on the channel. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all later.